Welcome back to the Canadian Citizens Journal. Today we are looking at Chapter 18 of our Constitutional Manual. This is one of the most powerful tools in the federal toolkit, the criminal law power. Under the original 1867 blueprint, the federal government was given the exclusive right to define what is a crime and how it should be punished. This was done so that a crime in New Brunswick would be a crime in British Columbia. We have one criminal code for the whole country. But Hogg explains that the courts have given this power a very wide lane. For a law to be a valid criminal law, it generally just needs a prohibition, meaning don't do this, and a penalty, meaning if you do it, here is the fine or jail time. Because the goal of criminal law is to protect public peace, order, security, health, or morality, the federal government often uses this power to jump into areas that usually belong to the provinces. For example, the federal government uses the criminal law power to regulate drugs, tobacco, and even certain environmental pollutants. They aren't just managing these things, they are saying that if you don't follow their rules, you are a criminal. However, there is a limit. Hogg points out that the federal government cannot use the criminal law power just as a pretense to take over provincial jobs. They can't just slap a fine on something and call it a crime if the real goal is to manage a local business or a provincial school. In 2026, we have to look closely at new federal mandates. Are they truly about public safety, or is the criminal law power being used as a sword to bypass the provinces and control the behavior of individual citizens? Understanding Chapter 18 reminds us that while the federal government has the sword, the Constitution provides the shield. If a law doesn't have a legitimate public purpose, it might not be a valid criminal law at all. Next time, we are diving into Chapter 19 to look at the power over taxes and finance. We've talked about spending, but now we'll look at how they legally take it from you in the first place. Until then, stay focused on the evidence. This is the Canadian Citizens Journal.